It's Miss Lisa at Growing Brilliant. I'm so glad that you've joined me today. We've been learning a lot about the ocean and tide pools this week, and I thought it would be really fun for us to do a STEM project together where we're building our own tide pool. Would you like to do that with me? Okay, good. This is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to show you the things that you're going to need from your curriculum box to do this activity. So in front of me first, I have a piece of blue tissue paper. And then you also have this printout available to you with all these different sea creatures. Go ahead and make sure you've printed one out if you'd like to add your sea creatures to the tide pool. If you don't have the sea creatures, that's okay. We can make it without it. You can add some other fun things to your tide pool. We're going to use some cups. These are very important. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cups in total. And inside my cups, I have a collection of popsicle sticks. So go ahead and get your cups and popsicle sticks together. We're also going to be using our little cup of cotton balls. There should be a little cup with some beautiful gems inside, as well as a cup with seashells. So we're going to use our seashells, and then we also have 2 little sea creatures. So I have a fish, he's orange and blue, and a little piece, oh, this looks like an anemone. So those are my sea creatures that we're going to add to my tide pool. I also brought my beach ball along because I just thought that would be fun, as well as our roll of masking tape, okay? And I'm going to show you how to use this masking tape when we get to that point, okay? So the very first thing we need to do is get our cups ready, and we're going to build a base for our tide pool. Now, let's talk a little bit about a tide pool. Have you ever been to the beach? At the beach, there are places where the waves come up onto the beach and then go back out into the ocean, and they keep coming up on the beach and out to the ocean and up to the beach and out to the ocean. Well, a lot of times there will be rock formations, little places of rocks that when the waves come up onto the beach and then they leave again, they leave some water in these rock formations. And that's what we call a tide pool, because it's like a little pool that gets left in the rocks by the ocean. And there are very special animals that like to live inside the tide pool. And we've talked about a few of those. There's starfish. Hermit crabs like to hang out in tide pools. All kinds of really fun sea creatures. So we're going to build a tide pool together. And I think I'm going to start with my cups. And I'm just going to make a little area that's going to go around where the tide pool goes. Now, some of the rocks in this area are going to be short, and then some of them are going to be taller. So what can we do to make some taller rocks? I have 3 cups out here just like this, and now I want to make some taller rocks. Let's take a look at what we have available on our table and see what could we use to build these cups up higher. Great idea. We're going to use some popsicle sticks. Now, how could we use the popsicle sticks to build our rocks up? Can we put them on there like this to make it taller? Let's see. That didn't work. Let's see. If we put a popsicle stick across the cup, does that make it taller? Not quite. What if we built a little platform with our popsicle sticks across the 2 cups and added another cup to the top of it? It looks like that worked. Oh, right. Should we make another tall rock on this side? All right, so we're going to need 2 popsicle sticks to put across here. Pull that one a little closer. And then we're going to use another cup up on top. Do you think it will balance? Okay, let's try. Just like that. We did it. Very good. Do you think we should make it even taller? What if we put some popsicle sticks between these 2 cups? Let's see if that works too. I wonder how well that will balance. Now your tide pool doesn't need to look just like my tide pool. Any way that you want to come up with building your rocks tall or keeping them short, making them more round, however you want to do it is absolutely fine. This is just me showing you how I make my tide pool. What do you think about that? As a matter of fact, I think that I like it 2 rocks tall. So I'm going to leave my cups just like that. What do you think? I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so now I have my rock formation, and we talked about how the waves come up onto the beach around the rock formation. So I'm going to use my blue tissue paper, and I'm going to make some water out of it. So we're going to unfold it. And do you think waves are smooth, or is the water in a wave kind of choppy? Like this. Let's try this. I'm going to scrunch up my tissue paper, and then I'm going to open it back up. And now I have more of a wavy texture to my water. I think that's going to work really nicely. So let's go ahead and put our tide pool water here around our rocks. Oh no! It fell down! Oh no! Have you ever been working on a project and something like this happens and you just make a mistake? What do you need to do? Should we give up on our tide pool? I don't think we should give up on our tide pool. I think we should try again, because when you're building, you definitely need to leave some time to fix your mistakes. So that is okay. That wave must have been super strong. All right, so we're gonna try again to build our rocks up. I wonder if I move my cups a little closer this time, they'll make the base stronger. We're gonna try that. Okay, and we'll put 2 popsicle sticks on this one and on the top. We're gonna widen them out a little bit. Put it on the top. Okay, very good. I think that looks nice. What do you think? All right, very nice. So another thing I was thinking about, we're gonna go ahead and grab our cotton balls. When you have some water in a tide pool, around the edges is kind of foamy. Have you ever heard the term sea foam? Well, sea foam is kind of a foamy part of the water that's near the rocks. And I think the cotton balls would make some really nice sea foam. Should we try that? Okay, so I'm going to tear up my cotton ball just a little bit. We're gonna work on those fine motor skills together while we tear, tear, tear. Go ahead and just make them nice and fluffy. You can tear up a couple of your cotton balls, however many you want to use to make your sea foam around your wave. So just gonna tear some up, and then we're just gonna place it around the rocks in our tide pool. That is turning out so nice. Okay. So we've got our foam, we've got our wave, we've got our rocks. We need to decorate our tide pool. So what would we find in our tide pool? Do you think that we can put a little sea anemone right in our tide pool? I think that looks nice. And then our little fishy can come swimming up in the water too. We can put some seashells in here. We can lean them on the rocks. Put them up here by the waves. And just for fun, we can add some jewels to our tide pool just to make it shiny and sparkly like they're beautiful beach rocks. Just gonna kind of put them around. You can arrange them however you want to. That's the fun part of this activity, is yours is gonna look nothing like mine. Yours is going to have different things inside. You may choose to place them differently. You're gonna have different animals than I have. So that's all right, it works out. So the last thing I wanna do for our tide pool is, I think it would be fun to take those sea creatures that we talked about. I have some that I've already cut out. You can cut yours out or you can ask a grown-up for help. And remember, we only cut if our grown-ups are around. And we're going to put some tape on the back of our animals. Now, you should have a little roll of masking tape. I want you to find the end, peel off just a small piece of the tape, and then very carefully rip your tape. It comes apart really easily, so you may be able to do this on your own. Or if you need help, you can ask a grown-up. So then you're going to take your tape that you've torn and you're going to roll it into a little roll just like this. And that way, when you put it on the back of your animal, there's a sticky part on your animal and a sticky part that we can stick to the rocks, just like that. What do you think? That is so cool. All right, so I've got another piece here. I'm gonna put this little crab in my tide pool. I think he wants to hang out right over here by the seashells. There you go, Mr. Crab. And then what else? A sand dollar. Have you ever seen a sand dollar? They're very cool. I'm gonna get some more tape. I'm just gonna put 2 more things in my tide pool here. We're gonna use this sand dollar. I'm gonna just put it right in the sea foam. And then I saw something I really liked in here. A spiny sea urchin. We're gonna put that into our tide pool too. And I think that's gonna go right here on this green rock. Just like that. What do you think? Look at all of that fun happening in our tide pool. I wonder what stories you could come up with when talking about the adventures happening in your tide pool. You could even pretend you are playing in your tide pool with your beach ball. I had so much fun making this tide pool with you today. I hope you had as much fun as I did. I can't wait for you to make your own tide pool and see how much fun it is too. We'll see you next time.